What you're wearing, and if there's anyone here who thinks that nobody, he just kind of his tie, right? But Nathan can't compete, you see, so we can't count him in. It'll have to be everyone else, though undoubtedly he does look like the winner here. Anyone else? At least 3 colors. That's easy. 3 colors? Anyone with 3 colors here? We have somebody with 3 colors? Please come forward. This is going to be interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we are talking. Please come on stage, ma'am. Don't be shy. Don't go away. You continue to stay here. We're going to check who has more color. How many colors on you? 6? Wow. Please give the lady a round of applause. Thank you for coming on stage, but I think she's going to win hands down. So, can I have your name? Charlotte Niranjan. Please put your name now. I'm going to save them for later. Is that okay? Yes. Well, most people didn't have a choice with that, but yes. Okay, now that we've had our first game, let's move on to the second. And this one is exclusively for the ladies. All the ladies in the house, please put your hands up so I can see where you're at. All the ladies. Yes, no matter where you are in the hall, even at the back. Thank you so much. Okay, open up your bags. Now they're getting scared, aren't they? No, just open up the bags. It's simple. I'm not going to ask you to give me anything yet, but I want you to see what you have inside. Who do you think can tell me they have at least 20 things in their bag? I know. And tell me that you're undoubtedly the winner with more than 20 items. More than 10? Not even 10. Wow. I should talk to you later. Yes? I see a lady raising her hand at the back of the table.
I have 10.
Yes, how many?
10.
10. Okay, anyone who can do better than 10? 15 or 20? How many? You have to count. I'm not counting, okay? You have to count. So I've got 10, I've got 15 or 20, but there's a difference, between 15 and 20, so it has to be either 15 or 20. So maybe if you could count and tell me, yes? Over 20? Bring that back to me. Bring that back to me. What is your name?
Gloria.
Gloria! Thank you, Gloria. You can go back to your seat now. So Gloria wins hands down with 20. Okay? Big round of applause for Gloria. I will call you at the end, Gloria. I do keep my word. And now, you're going to so love this. Okay? Imagine a group of 8 mixed voices, which are one of the foremost singing sensations hailing right here from Chennai. They had their inception in 1994. All of their singing involves music being set in at least 4 parts. That's not all. They also sing in English and other local languages. They sing different genres of music, ranging from Bach and Mozart on one side to reggae, rock, even country gospel, and just about everything else in between. That's something, huh? And this group is led by none other than Augustin Paul, a gifted and highly qualified musician who has a passion for harmony and a very unique style that can be seen in all the arrangements of the songs that this group does. So, let me ask you all this. Are you ready to enjoy a one-of-a-kind performance that's just for you? No. That's not good enough. I'm going to ask one more time. You ready? And the next song talks about the day on which Jesus was born. I introduced the wrong song. But this song that we just sang is a very popular song that pentatonics have sung. And they talk about the various things that Christmas means to them. The fireplace, the snow, and children playing and presents, and all of those things. But the real reason why we celebrate is not quite all of that. Yes, they're all there, the thrills, the beauty of family, getting together at Christmas, the fun and the joy. But the real crux is at the center of it all is a little baby that was born with it.
These response cards. Take your time during the evening to fill it up, and don't forget to hand it to us. There's a little surprise link to that. How about that? But now, this event, you see, this event by the Life Focus Society, co-hosted by A.V. Thomas and Company Limited. And we are so thankful to Mr. Ajit Thomas and Mrs. Shanti Thomas. We are also grateful to our other sponsors, Mrs. Natasha Conlon of Merit Software Services Private Limited and Mr. Vivek Norman of the Board of Directors, LFS. We would like to thank all of our sponsors for their generosity to make this event possible. Yes. And now, Team LFS, are you ready with those envelopes that I gave you before the event started? Okay, so here's what's going to happen. We do have a couple of seats towards the front, so if there's anyone at the back who'd like to come up front, this is the time to do it. We have more in store this evening, so don't miss out by sitting at the back. Do come up in front. So here's what's going to happen. The members of LFS are going to come around and place an envelope on your table. Do not open it till I tell you when, please, all right? And when I give you the signal to open the envelope, you have got to work as a team with everybody seated at your table, all right? Get to know one another. Maybe it's people you've not met before, people you're meeting for the first time, or maybe old acquaintances. But whatever be the case, make sure to work as a team. Write down the number of your table on the sheet of paper when I tell you. And then you have to complete the challenge that's within that envelope. And whichever team representative, so that's just one person, who brings it to me with all of the challenges complete, will win a prize later. See, now that's been established, huh? Kingsley tried to. Was it Kingsley, right? Huh? Kingsley, you and I are going to have a talk after the event, yeah. Well, on your mark, set, go. Open up those envelopes.
Any table that doesn't have an envelope?
Yeah, is there any table here that does not have an envelope? Please put your hands up. There, over there. There should be one there already. Maybe we could have Mike give us some soft music while all this happens. So make sure to write the number of your table as your team name and then complete the challenge. Mike, can you give us some soft music while they play? Clock's ticking. Anyone halfway through? Oh wow! All I can say is work smart, delegate. Just to clarify, the very first point is a photograph. Please don't bring me anyone's big toe. Someone needs to take a picture of me taking a picture. Yes, one whole glass. Is that a team that's completed? Wow. You have to come to me. That one representative has to bring it all to me. Yes? I'm Ninja, who started performing on stage at the tender age of 3. She has sung title tracks or theme songs to movies such as Kolaikaran and Kabadari. I hope I got that right. And has worked with most of the renowned music directors as a playback singer and sessions artist. Please put your hands together and welcome Shilvi Sharon. You do have some more time to do so. And remember, I did say there was a surprise linked to that. It's now time for me to introduce our keynote speaker for the evening. He was born into an Indian immigrant family in Kenya. When he was 17, his family moved to London, and this is where he built a successful career in business. However, on reaching his late 30s, an unusual day trip in Mumbai changed his life forever. It transformed him into someone enriching the world. And this time, the change was his choice. Aiming to encourage those who are struggling to move forward in life, he shares stories that demonstrate the difference made by a can-do attitude, by a spirit of generosity, and by prioritizing relationships. Through all these, he shares the secrets of living a life that marries deep compassion with success, a generous life that reaps unexpected rewards. He was awarded the CBE in 1998 and is included in High Flyers 50, the 50 most eminent people of Indian origin living and working outside India. His latest book, My Silk Road, The Adventures and Struggles of a British Asian Refugee. It is his memoir, which brings together his experiences in international business, national politics, as family, friendship, and business relationships across time and distance. I can tell you this, from the moment you start reading it till its conclusion, you just cannot put it down. Please put your hands together and welcome Mr. Gidoomal.
Here today. The flight I was on from London, suddenly the lights went out, the video was shut down, I heard a few crashes, doors falling, and then the captain, we have an emergency, no electricity on this flight, we are being diverted to Muscat. My plan B is emerging here, Ethan. Zoom me in, Nathan, because that's maybe the only option. But anyway, I'm here and grateful to be here. I was in fact in Chennai just about a couple of months ago, with my colleague Nakpia, who's here with me at this table, and we met many city leaders and were so inspired by what we have seen going on in Chennai. And it's great to see many friends here, my colleague Dr. Raju Abraham and many, many more. Joshua Madhan, there's a list of people who I'm just so pleased to see here this evening. Now, when I begin, I must confess one thing to you all. I am a Sindhi. And as a Sindhi, Please don't hold that against me, because one of the things I heard in my first visit to India many years ago, as a visitor, if you see a Sindhi or a poisonous snake, don't hesitate who to kill first. And I used to be scared, I said, oh my goodness, they really don't like us that much. But, we are business people. And those of you who know Sindhis know that. And now, I know Tamil is the language here, Telugu, Canada, but in Hindi, I can say it. The business we did was very simple. Idhar ka maal, udhar ka maal, idhar, dono taraf se paisa kamaega. And that's what we have done in our life. My grandfather did that. We were in Hyderabad, Sindh. What did he do? 3 brothers. One went to Japan, one went to Cape Town, one went to Kenya. Between them, they worked out. The British were hiring Indian laborers to build the railways. What will they do with the money they earn? Let's make them buy expensive saris for their wives. Silk saris, no less. So they supplied silk from Japan to Kenya, to Central Africa, to South Africa. They made a fortune. And what did they do? Built a palace in Hyderabad, Sindh, the other Hyderabad, not the one in India. This is British India. And they built Moti Mahal. I mean, just amazing what they did. But 47, partition, everything gone overnight. Everything. Jumped on a ship. That ship took them to Kenya. I was born. That's my place of birth. And once again, we started the same old trading, the same old business, and we again did very well. 15 rooms, Mercedes, and cars, and drivers. But one day, in 1967, the police issued a notice. You have 24 hours to leave the country. There was independence. They wanted the land, they wanted their business. What they wanted, I don't know. In 24 hours, everything, and I mean everything, gone. And we arrived in London. Why? Because we were British subjects before, so we're British subjects now. Everything gone. We find, again, we have to do this as Sindhis. We have to buy a dukan, Sindhi, shop. Where is a shop where we can buy and sell? Corner shop, cigarettes, sweets, newspapers, you name it. That's what we were doing. And when we bought it, they used to open at 7 in the morning and shut at 5. We opened at 4 and we never shut. And within 2 years, we had 6 shops. Suddenly we have 15 rooms and we are doing fine. But having done that, and that all sounds very good, one of the things that happened was, from all the family members, we were 15, 5 brothers, 6 sisters, mom, dad, aunt, granny, and the only person who went beyond 13 years old at school was me. So, father said, you're the one, you've got to go to university. I said, oh my goodness, how are we going to do that? Where's the money? Well, I was fortunate enough, got a scholarship, found a university. The university was 1 shilling, 5 pennies away from the shop. It was called Imperial College. I'd never heard of it before, but I went there. And something very dramatic happened while I was there. Why? On the very first day at college, went to what I call, at that time, the great British invention, the pub. You heard of the pub, great British invention. I went there and I said, I'm going to drown my sorrows here. I'm on my own, away from my family. We were living very... Sun exists the pub. I said, what? She says, no, doesn't sun exist the pub? She said, ooh, Protestant, ooh, Catholic. I said, ooh, dear. I don't know what I am now. So I had to go and see my pastor and he said, what are we? He said, have you heard of King Henry VIII? I said, is he in the Bible? He says, no. Why are you telling me about him? He explained me the whole history. I said, oh, I've got to put something. So I put it in my pocket and I went to the race. The third day, I get to the last moment of the last day. And she came running out in the water, closing time. Hey, Mr. Gidoomal, here is the certificate. I said, what have you put here? She said, rest calm. We have put chrétien just for you, and we have changed the computer program. It paid not to give into that. But my aunt, the business I work for is Inlax. There's Indu and Lakshmi, Auntie Lakshmi and Uncle Indu, their business. And Auntie Lakshmi called me And I wrote the story, by the way, in the book in a very measured way because I was afraid that her children are alive and she's passed away, but I didn't want to offend the family, so I sanitized it. But her eldest son, I used to send him the script, and he read it. He said, Ram, mommy doesn't talk like that. I said, what do you mean? I said, but I put, that she told me off. He said, she didn't tell you off. I bet you she told you, are you crazy? He was right. In the restaurant, in Mayfair, she called me and said, what are you doing? I heard you want to leave the business. I was making millions for the business, by the way. I'm not bragging or showing off. I can tell you there was one shipment, I'm not sure if I put that in the book, but anyway, there was one shipment, and Nigeria was going to ban chicken. So we had to buy as much chicken as we could buy in 4 weeks to ship because we knew the value would go up. So since I told you, either kamal udhar kamal either, okay, so let's do some trading. I bought 7,000 tons of chicken in 4 weeks. 7,000 tons at whatever the price was. It was $7 million.
Please don't go away just yet. There's one more thing I would request you to do, okay? So, have we got all of the response cards? Is there anyone out there who still needs to send in their card? This is your moment. And do we have a winner? Yes, we do. Thank you for this. Tina David. Wonderful, right at the back of the room. Tina David, please come forward and collect your prize. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shilvi.
Thank you, Shirley. So maybe he has to give you the prize as well, Shirley, for having your toe in there. Congratulations, table number 14. Thank you. Thank you, Nathan. It is now time for the vote of thanks, and I will take this opportunity to introduce an entrepreneur and investor who is the co-founder and CEO of Covenant, which is one of the largest recruitment solutions provider in our country. He is married to Susan, and they have 2 lovely children, Joanna and Judah. He also serves as the Vice Chairman of Life Focus Society. Please put your hands together to welcome Mr. Joshua Madhan.
Did you get into this college? I just missed it by 1 number. The guy who wrote in front of me got it. It's always been 1 number. What a beautiful evening we had. Such a treat, right? I mean, unbelievable music and the way Ram spoke and the games that we had. Can we give our LFS team a good round of applause? We are all over. I think they've done an incredible job, isn't it? I'm sure we can do better for our team. Thank you guys. This is just awesome. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Almighty for giving us such a beautiful weather today. We were actually a bit worried with all the cyclone warning, and there's a forecast that it's going to be a depression, a cyclone from tomorrow morning. So we really want to thank the Almighty for giving us such a beautiful weather. And I would like to say a big thank you to all of you. I know all of you are working in the marketplace. You're all super busy. You braved the traffic, you braved the rains, and you are here this evening. I want you give a good round of applause to yourself, for being here this evening. Thank you so much. We totally appreciate from all of us here at LFS how busy you are, and thank you for making it. On behalf of our chairperson, Ms. Shanti Thomas, and the board members of LFS, it's really a joy that all of you are here, and what an incredible evening that we had. First and foremost, I'd like to thank our lovely MC Leeza. Can we give her a good round of applause? Thank you so much. Such an energetic MC this evening. We never thought when we came here we were going to take a selfie of our table. We never thought we were going to take a selfie pictures of the big toe. We've been running all over and taking these lovely pictures. Thank you, Leeza. You're incredible this evening. Thank you so much. I also want to say a big thanks to the one and only Octet Cantabile. Can we give them a big round of applause? They are a blessing to our city. Can we give them a big round of applause? What a lovely singing this evening. Thank you guys. Beautiful. They bring so much of pride, not just to our city. They go all over the world, and we just love it. It was a blessing to hear you all sing. Thank you, Anand. Thank you so much to Augustine Anand, especially. We also would like to thank both the Sharon, Shilvi, and Roshni. Can we give give them a beautiful singing? Thank you very much. I don't know where they are. Okay, right there. Can we give them a good shout out? To both the Sharon, Shilvi, as well as Roshni, thank you so much. Such beautiful singing. We really didn't want you to stop sitting there. Got one more. Also to Ram, all the way from London. Thank you so much. Can we give Ram a good round of applause? He shared his story, and thank you, Ram. You've always been a blessing and inspiration to all of us. Ram's got a book, his autograph book, and you can pick up a copy right there, and that's a gift. Am I right? The LFS team. Okay, that's a gift. You can pick up the copy, and if you love reading, you can also take a picture with Ram. We're all done. We got just one big finale before we end. We got dinner served right outside. And I would like to once again, on behalf of our LFS team, say a big thank you. This event during Christmas is very special for all of us. So thank you again for being here. God bless you all.